No good for a notion salesman.
More all aboard?
Why not? What's the matter with credit?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an anvil salesman. Your firm give any credit?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else. Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the buck.
I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Never seen him in my life, but I know this much. Given everyone a bunch of black eyes. After he's worked a town open, the next salesman to arrive automatically gets tarred and feathered and rode out of city limits on a rail.
Well, why should he get rode out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell bandits and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach them kids to play and to form them kids into a band with himself as the leader.
Sure like to be around when you catch up with that, fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip, not on the highway. Even the great Professor Harold Hill wouldn't try to sell them Knoxville and Hawkeyes out here.
Gentlemen who intrigue me, I think perhaps you might well try.
I don't believe I caught your name.
Well, this sure seems like a friendly place.
So far, I can't stand, but she knows it's for a week and time. And I guess you ought to see a man in charge of hiring ranks. He was late as usual.
Hey, Gregory, Marcellus! You old son of a gun, what did you... But Greg, Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill. But Greg, why didn't you let me know you was coming? I didn't know myself. Besides, how was I supposed to know you'd be in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big sticker when you were in business with me. Too many close shaves the way you were. I got me a nice, comfortable girl now. Apple pop of mine, the boss's niece. Gonna get him it up? I knew you'd come to no good. So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business, are you? I thought you was in steam automobiles. I was. What happened? Somebody actually invented one. So now, give me the lowdown here, Mars. Oh, you'll never get in anywhere in the band business with these stubborn islands, Greg. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher here who'll expose it even before you get your grip on that. Male or female? The music teacher? She's a librarian. Female. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. If she passes by, you point her out to me. I will. How are you going to start the new pitch? Same old way. You're going to keep your music teacher off her balance. And then my next step will be to get your town out of the serious trouble that it's in. River City isn't in any trouble. I'll just have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a boys band. You remember, what's new around here? You. Nothing except the billiard parlor just took the new pool table. They've never had a pool here before? No, only billiards. That'll do. My friend, if you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of detector indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community, well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, it says trouble right here in River City. Well, sure, I'm a there for certainly my department, my department saying. I consider that the hours I spend with two in my hand, golden. I'm pumping a horse then, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Now, don't care what I mean. I won't be in town for a while.
Good.
Hello, Mama. Hello, dear. Keep on up, Marissa. I'll be there in a minute. Mama, a man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh, who?
I never saw him before.
Did he say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. All right, Amaryllis. Now your exercises.
But I never break it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with the same old comment about the mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't help my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman has a husband and you've got money, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't control the instinct and all the mother highfalutin Greeks.
Mom, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
Now what happens is the subject that was talking about the stranger.
What stranger?
Suitcase lady, your very last chance.
Mom, do you think that I allow a comment national? Really, Mama, I have my standards where a man are concerned, and I have no intent.
I know all about your standards and you're adored by my saying, so there's nothing that I like. We're home to measure up to that kind of ball. Onion seeds, pads, and now whether you can pack it for yourself. On your Irish imagination, I was definitely in your library full of it.
That was the best I ever heard.
Thank you.
Can I have a drink, please?
May I
May
have?
I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Is that the way to walk in the house? That won't do at all. I'll have a kiss from my boy. The lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, where's your manner?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you come? I'd especially like it very much if you come, Winthrop.
Well, Winthrop, Emerald asked you to a party. Are you going or aren't you?
No,
No, why?
no, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because he asked because of his list. He's ashamed.
We know all about his little Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
No, thank you, Amaryllis.
Amaryllis! Amaryllis! Why do you get so mad at people? Just because he lives?
It's not only because of the list, Amaryllis. That's just part of it.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he does never talk to me. But I do to him. Every night, I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
There, darling, you'll have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you.
right friend comes along.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your cards.
Now I may play my card.
Good night, my sunburn, good night, my love. Sleep tight, my sunburn, sleep tight, my love. Our star is shining in the sky last night. For the night, my love, for the night. Sweet dreams be yours, dearest dreams that be. Sweet dreams to carry you to me. I wish they may, and I wish they might. Now good night, my sunrise, good
I'm sure we're all grateful to my wife, UL, the Catholic for leading singing. As mayor of River City, I welcome you, River citizens, to the 4th of July exercise set up for the indoors here in Madison Gymnasium, a countdown. 4 score. The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. Oh, members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the Watani girls, the local wigwam Hiawatha, will present a spectacle, My Wife, in which my wife, Eulalie McCackney will take the leading part.
Watani!
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 I will now count to 20 in the Indian tongue. E-T, tether. I'm shot, George! Shot!
Yeah, it was Tommy G. Who would guess? I wouldn't leave if I knew. Yeah.
Mrs. Shinwell, recover. Payne's fireworks will present. The Payne's fireworks, the last days of Pompeii will take place providing it stops raining by 9:30.
How can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette print it fair?
Sure did. That's why I went prepared for a storm.
Now, the Gazette's accurate most of the time, and you know it, JC.
You wouldn't last very long in the banking business being accurate most of the time.
Well, exactly.
The school board stops bickering in public?
All in the world I was saying was...
Never mind.
We heard the new pool table in town.
Now, just a minute.
Well, is the pool table or isn't it?
Will you allow me to get on with the exercises?
We don't want to exercise till we get pool table settled.
Let's protect our children. Resist sin and corruption. Let's sweat that devil and keep driving boys pure. May I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with a troubled friend one wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how can people say that we're hosting on people in gold chocolate? You're my friends, but I can't overcome this. This people's walls of Jericho. Hopefully, part of the walls come tumbling down. Oh, band is doing, my friends, though
yes, said a boys band, do you hear me? Said River City's gotta have a boys band, and I need one today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on, and River City's gonna have a boys band, and as sure as the Lord and apples, and that man's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred, and you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, and you'll hear the thunder of rolling drums, and the shimmer of trumpets. Ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liberace, Hank Carloway, Great Weaver, W.C. Hadley, John Philip Sousa, all came down on the 76 trombones led the big parade with 110 cornets close at hand. For the rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the queen of every band. 76 trombones off the morning sun with 110 cornets right behind. With 1,000 reeds spewing up like weeds in a hole of every different kind. There were copper bottle chimneys and horse pigeons, thundering all along the way. Double bell euphoniums and big bassoons, having a big band, 50 cannon in a battery, thundering louder than before. Clarinets of every size and trumpeters would improvise the solo acts of fire.
That man's a spellbinder. I want his credentials. Grab that hook.
Great honk! Let me go!
You wild kid, you. Hanging down Main Street with my oldest girl last Sunday.
I wasn't even tagging.
Don't you contradict me.
Please just walking together. Great honk!
You watch your brains out. I know what you doing, my little racist to you. And if you don't stay away from my oldest girl, you'll hear from me till who lays around. Hell, I'll talk to you Monday morning about this band. Be over to City Hall. 10 o'clock sharp. And I want that spellbinder's credentials.
Mr. Britt, I will be responsible for the boy.
You don't know this kid. He's tough. He's got a gang weight.
Now, Mr. Britt, I'll show you how to break up the game. Young lady, Miss, what's your name?
Anita, I don't have any idea you're affecting me.
Anita. Do you know Tommy Gillis?
Well,
Tommy, this is Anita. Escort the young lady home. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
Oh, yes, Tommy, you have to.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Don't press the hell, you're Britt right now. a couple of mistakes, though.
Oh,
The mayor owns the village power and the new school day.
and, so what was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest daughter.
Just a minute, Professor Hill. We'd like to have your credentials cleared.
Academic certificate.
Nothing of the
We
kind.
need letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond. What am I hearing? You, sir, say,
Ice cream.
Ice cream? I don't sing on that. That's it.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
ladies, from now on, you will never see one of those men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream. How can there be any sincere? Aren't we sincerely in love?
I've got some lovely chocolates. Go to the talent movie.
Mr. Hill.
Oh, no, please. Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college did they get a degree for improving on the street like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance?
I wouldn't know anything about that. You see, I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class, block 5.
Even should that be true? Does it give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? Another thing, Mr. Hill, I am not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some of the people in this town. And I think it only fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books in there, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Oh, Professor Hill, we're all agog, simply agog. Honestly, me! Everyone's so excited about the band. I'm Ethel Tullermeyer. And this is Mrs. Squires, and Mrs. Hicks, and of course you've met Eulalie McCaffrey Shin, our mayor's wife, and Miss Betty Eulalie.
Oh, I couldn't say. I could not say. Oh, no, I could not say. My husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure. And naturally, I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
Of course, Mrs. Shin. I understand. But, you see, part of my music plans included me on the dance center. No, wait. Do that again, Mrs. Shin. Your foot, the way you raised it just now.
Oh, but I have a bunion there, the bunion.
What natural flow, rhythm. What expression of line and movement.
Mr. Hill.
Oh, Mrs. Shin, you must accept the chairmanship for the ladies' auxiliary of the classic dance. Must you?
Oh, yes, Eulalie, yes!
Every move, Mrs. Shin, you speak feels sharp. Will you say yes, Mrs. Shin?
Eulalie McKechnie Shin. That is dancing. Well,
Then you accept.
yes, indeed. And
Oh,
now I
thank you. And now for the young lady who teaches piano. Marion Carew, I believe. After all, she is a librarian.
Take a little time, little, take a little time, little, tick, tick, tick. Take a lot, take a little more. Take a little time, little, take a little time, little, tick, tick, tick. Take a lot, take a little more. Take a little time, little, take a little time, little, tick, tick, tick. Take a lot, take a little more. Take a little time, little, take a little more. Tick, 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 tick. Take a little time, take a little time, tick, tick, tick. Take a lot, take a little more. Take a little time, little, take a little time, little, tick, tick, tick. Take a lot, take a little more. Stop there. Take a little time, little, steady, steady. Take a little more. Take a little time, little, tick, 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 tick. Take a little time, little, take a little time, of course. Tick, 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 tick. Alto. The man with the line. Tick, tick, tick. Take a little more.
alto. She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town till she came here. Old Miser Matt.
Wait, Miser Madison? The Madison Gymnasium. Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital, is that my direction?
Exactly. Who'd he think he was anyway?
Well, I should say, show off. Give Tom the library too, didn't he?
That's just it. When he died, he left the library buildings for the city.
But he left all the books to her. She was seen going and coming from his place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good night, ladies. Mrs. Carew, do you realize that you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
Well, you see, if your boy has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles, by George, well, not that he can ever be truly great, you understand.
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, because, you see, all the truly great cornet players, they were Irish. Clark, Mendez, Klein.
But Professor, we are Irish.
Oh, really? Oh, that clinches it. Sign here, Mrs. Carew. Your son was born to play the cornet. Fine. That'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing more to do for the first installment. You made it payable at the opening of band practice. Thank you. And, of course, I'll need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son.
Would it have,
Stripe? Well, certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe down each side. What do you think of that?
Professor, you'll have to excuse Winthrop. We can't get him to say 3 words a day, not even to us. So if you can get him to play in that band, it will be a miracle. Where are you from, Professor?
Here in Indiana. In fact, you're considered was my alma mater.
Where's she now?
Gold medal class, that's about 5. Hello, Miss Carew.
Mr. Hill,
He wants to put Winthrop in the band.
do you force them on everyone's home like this?
Marion!
We're not interested.
Why don't we let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Oh, Professor, I do hope you'll excuse Marion as well. She's not really...
Oh, please. I'm sure of that part. She's as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, Miss Carew.
Good day to you, Professor. Marion Carew!
Has he gone?
I hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think about your future? Here in Indiana, conservatory class about 5. Now, darling.
Now, Mama, the fact that he claims his commodity is music does not, in this particular case, impress me.
All right, darling, all right. Only it's a well-known principle that if you keep the flint in one drawer and the steel in another, you'll never strike much of a fire.
Mom! Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Grubb to give you the book I set aside. It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large brown volume with black corners.
do I have to?
You won't have to talk to anyone. I've written it all down.
What are you up to? Why do you need books for at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling the Indiana Journal may help me poke some large holes in the professor's claims.
supper?
Me too, Eric.
The footbridge.
Last time the lumber yard, now the footbridge, and where will we meet after that? The last one will cut. Tommy, it's home.
Didn't I dig it that fell on your hill, I said it this morning, July 4th, 1990.
Yes, George,
And
but
now the whole town's turned upside down. The school board is sitting up street and down alley sending city matters.
Mr. Shin, I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater,
Is who?
his university.
I know all about that. In fact, it's the only thing I can ever get out of it. Gary Conservatory, class of 5.
But if you'll just take a minute to read a little bit about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look much farther. It's on page...
Mama, the Wells Fargo wagon is just coming up to the depot.
Is it time today? The Wells Fargo wagon?
It could be the band
The
instrument.
band instrument? I want that band's credential.
Here you go, Winthrop.
Like Cornet, gee, thanks, Professor.
Men, you will each receive individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the street, get acquainted with your instruments, and think about the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da.
Sister, I never thought I'd ever see some so scrumptious as a scrumptious algorithm. Oh, sister.
Round one tree, Mr. Hill, but I better hear some by-gas tunes now than horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury. No misbearing about that boy.
come, George.
Hold on, I'm better coming from the librarian. About that boy.
I've never seen Winthrop so happy. Thank you, Professor Hill.
My pleasure, Miss Carew.
Start her up, Mr. Washburn. Wait till you see the new steps Professor Hill taught us.
All right, what will it be?
Bishop Pooping!
Shaboopy, shaboopy, until our wedding night.
That is, we'd rather be doing it in front of your back, but...
I'm going to order you on the floor.
Now, Joel!
I want to go by you, madam.
I know you keep
Now get out, you wild kid.
Papa, please. It's Papa looks like you makes blood in the marketplace. It's gas.
You watch your big hockey, young man.
Mr. Mayor, I want you to know that I'm personally vouching for Tommy Gillis. That young man's got the confidence of every kid in this town. Why, you'll be standing in line waiting to shake his hand by the time our band plays its first concert.
By the time their band plays the first concert, the individual members will have to foregather a wheelchair on account of the broken legs they'll have for tripping over their beards. I'll tell you something, my fine young feathers. My feathers fine. Never mind. I'll go take your own. I want that man's references and I want him to know. Don't let him out of your sight. He's still here in Mississippi. Disturbing.
Professor Hale, I think Mayor Shin has behaved abominably. And I think it was wonderful you coming to Tommy's defense.
You know, a mayor can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. Why, what's the poet say? A coward dies 1,000 deaths, a brave man only 500.
I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been wanting to talk to you about Whitford's cornet.
This cornet. Mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine. He tells me about some think system. If he thinks the minuet in G, he won't have to bother with notes. Now, Professor...
Miss Mary, the think system is a revolutionary idea, I'll admit. Now, I can't discuss these things here in public. But if you'd allow me to call, when may I call?
Why, any night this week.
You
after all. Leave the dishes. I'll do them, Mama.
You the piano teacher in town?
Why, yeah.
Then you must know about this fella Hill forming a boys band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades. Swindling two-bit thimble rigger. I'm just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cowell. Anvil salesman. Just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from the swindler.
Mr. Cowell, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake, my old lady. Of course it cover. That man's been the raspberry seed of my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me. It's not going to spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you anyway? You didn't see through him? Why, he's no more
I
professor.
know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director, and his
Wait a minute. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
Well, no, but
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
you'll never catch that train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I got to leave word, and I can see you ain't the one to leave it with.
I never met a man who sells animals before. That's something, well, quite different.
Takes real salesmen, I can tell you that. Anvils have a limited appeal, you know. What am I doing? I missed that train and I'll get fired. And I gotta leave word about this fella Hill.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you'll deliver these letters?
Try me. There's your train. Now run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think is protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois. That's 102 counties. Not counting the piano teachers like you he cozies up to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you's heard the last of me, girly girl.
Marian! Marian! Marian, dear, who was you talking to just? Why, Professor Hill!
Mrs. Peru. Come to the evening, Miss Marion.
You and Marian come up and sat. I got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, I'll put some on.
Shall we set as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
Professor Hill, is it true that you've had 100... What I'm trying to say is, I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where did you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Now, Miss Marion, you mustn't believe everything you hear. Why, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me an assured job so that Mother and Winthrop and I can have some security. Surely you don't
Of
believe...
course not. That's exactly what I'm saying. Now, why do you think people make up those sort of rumors?
Narrow-mindedness. Jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. And jealousy mostly drives rumors around traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Just that. But of course. Well, it stands to reason that the disappointment and jealousy can lead to... take you, for instance. Your attentions to customers and well, teachers might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they? Now, honestly, mightn't they?
Why?
And so you say, if another salesman or someone were jealous, well, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What good?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
It just proves that you should never believe everything you hear. If you just discuss
Miss
things.
Marion, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But can we do it sitting down? You do sit, don't you, run into bend and all?
We could sit on the porch steps, I suppose.
We could also sit on a large hollow log over the footbridge.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk. Meet me there in 15 minutes.
I can't. Please, some other time, maybe tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, you pile up enough tomorrows, you'll find you've collected nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today worth remembering. The footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama! What?
Stop. Listen to this man.
You go, greengrass coach. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket?
Same thing, he's had his hand in your wild mistress, yours, madam, yours, little lady, ever since the first moment he came to this town. There's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't any band, there never has been any band, and there never will be any band. If you don't hunt this man down like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now will you believe me?
What are we waiting for?
I want my money back.
Money back, I want it high.
After him, and when you find him, bring him back to the schoolhouse. Now after him.
Greg, there's a guy going over town spilling everything. 2-3. I got it. What time's break go? 9:40 from the junction. 9:83 yet. Look, you want to turn around here and get yourself caught in a trap, you go ahead. But I'm not. Don't worry, Mark. Don't worry. I'll meet you in town plenty of time. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
No. I meant more like, well, I'd say about 26 years too late. It took you this long. You could book read to the fella.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly when not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Now what makes you think I've been telling you anything?
Oh, no. You've given me something. That's why I like
I don't recall giving
you. Yes, you have. Something new.
Marianne. Hey, Craig. Excuse me. I'm expecting a Caleb from Hector Berlioz. This could be it. What now? Who's the seller here? It sounds like she's selling and you're buying. I said I need to keep you on business tonight. Wow, she's so far advanced now you can't tell her from a cat in a hurricane. Great. Ever a peaceful woman in the music business. Now where were we?
You were about to tell me what I don't know about you.
Yes. Well, we don't have to go into that just now, do we?
No, we don't. Or ever for that matter, Harold. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately. But she did plenty of it when you first arrived.
Oh? About what?
Oh, about Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory of Music, gold medal class of '05. Harold, there wasn't any Gary Conservatory in '05.
Well, there's certainly...
Because the town wasn't even built till '06. I'll see you at the social hall.
So you knew all along?
I've known since July 7th, 3 days after you came.
Why, you little... Great. He's not here. Let's try down by the creek.
Winthrop!
Just a minute there, son.
Let me go. I'm not your
Oh,
son.
no. Not till you talk to me for a minute.
I won't listen. You want to tell the truth
I
anyway.
would too.
Would
I
not.
would too. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
You didn't need to go, you big liar.
What's the matter now? You wanted the truth, didn't you? I'm bigger than you, and you're going to stand here and take it off, so you might as well quit wiggling. Now, there's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the very first. That's why I wanted you in the band. So you quit moping around, feeling sorry for yourself.
What thing?
I always think you're the band kid.
What's the other thing?
The other thing is, really none of your business, now that I think of it.
I wish you'd never come to Group 6.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever said. The way every kid walked around here all summer and looked and acted.
Especially you.
And the parents, too. Does Mama wish he'd never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't go with you.
Why not?
Well, because for the first time in my life, I've got my foot caught in the door. All right then, here, this way.
Yeah, Professor, hurry up.
Got it. There he is. There he is. Get it. Hold him.
Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And for those, as I have heard, who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say them name.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you here who could forget our everlasting Iowa stubborn chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you?
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there's a person in this hall who doesn't want to see this man Hill tarred and feathered, please step forward. Hugh step back. Have you people forgotten how you bought expensive uniforms, technical instruction books, and high-priced band instruments? Have you forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your children would be taught to play in a band? Well, where's the band? Where's the band?